Bitcoin is getting ready to hit that six-figure mark. We are going to look at the technicals, the psychology of the buying and selling using Elliott Wave and Fibonacci so you can plan for the peak bull season, the bull season of all bull seasons, where the money is going to flow more than likely into the alts and especially into the younger projects. The next 3 to 6 months, remember, most of the money, 80% of the money, is made normally in the last 20% of the cycle. So today, we are going to look into detail on what is likely to occur with high probability, never certainties. If you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jiggy. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Been featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. Now, I focus on crypto, normally currencies. So let's dive straight in. And before we get into Bitcoin, quick reminder, right? Because we look at probabilities over here, Elliott Wave, rules and guidelines. This really helps us read the markets. Markets normally move in a five-way sequence, which are identifiable around 50% of the time, followed by a nice clean ABC correction. But there's around 50% of the time that these patterns do not appear, but when they do, we want to use that. And Bitcoin is showing a really nice five-way sequence, and then we should anticipate a bit of a correction, a healthy breather before the next impulsive move. Each move is part of a bigger and smaller degree, so there's basically waves within the waves. And when we see waves within the waves, it can help us see what's likely to occur next. So just take a snapshot of this, take a screenshot of this. This is important. If you haven't already, take my free Elliott Wave and Fibonacci masterclass is in the link below that shows you how to do this in layman's terms that allows you to read the markets, and it gives you a real edge. So now let's just jump into a live Bitcoin chart. So let's just pull up this data over here. I'm just going to zoom it in this way. All right, bang. There's a few different counts that we can do, but this, I've been looking at this very, very carefully. Let me just get rid of the indicator for a second, right? There's a few pieces of information. So firstly, it looks like we are making a nice clean. Forget what's happened before, right? We want to look at the price action right now, right? Especially next few weeks. We got this nice move up. I'm calling it a wave one, a wave two. What looks like a very nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a wave three. Hopefully you can see that clearly. I'm going to do it like this. Bump. We've had this really clean ABC correction, ABC of a 4, calling it a 4. And then looks like a 5-wave sequence, right? Coming towards the end of an initial 5-wave sequence. Again, so remembering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by an ABC, right? And it happens on macro and micro degree counts. So you see counts within the counts. And this is quite clean now. It's quite clean. So we can use this information and a few other things, because what we're looking for is a confluence of events, meaning the pattern itself is helpful, but we need more information. We want to look at the momentum indicator. So I use the stochastics RSI. We're going to dive into that. Ideally on 2 time frames, on a weekly chart and a daily chart. Then we want to look at Fibonacci price and if there's any price analysis that can, time analysis that can help us. So let's just get rid of all this now. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So first, let's just jump into a weekly chart, top left. What I want to focus on is this weekly momentum, right? It's clearly bullish. The blue line's over the red, but we are above this line over here, which means it's overbought. So the upside should be limited, right? We need to be aware of that. So now we should anticipate a bit of a correction where that money from Bitcoin should come out of Bitcoin and flow into altcoins and really start pumping the altcoins and those younger coins as well. So we're getting ready for that altcoin season, so to speak. But on the daily chart, the stochastics RSI is bullish, right? So we should expect the rest of this week to be sideways to up. Nope, click that button over here. Let me put that back down. Sideways to up. Let me do it like this, bang. So what's likely to occur, if we just kind of zoom it in this way, this black line over here is the previous all-time high. And then we broke it, and then we came back down, and we're probably going to break it and maybe finish the wave 505 up here, and then we'll finish off that wave. So we want to be very aware that the upside should be limited, very limited, because the weekly momentum is now officially overbought. And then on the next bearish reversal, on the daily momentum, on this down here, is probably going to coincide coincide with the Bitcoin high. So you go, hang on, Jagir, but you said, are we getting ready for altcoin season and for I guess the last leg of the bull run? Well, absolutely, absolutely. But now what we want to look at, again, just a quick recap, is we're finishing off a 5-wave sequence. So if I can just pull this up over here, and I'd say, let's go, bang, let's use this. We are finishing off this 5-wave sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here, and then there's A, B, C, right? We're finishing off that sequence, which is important for us to know. So what should we anticipate now is an ABC correction. So that's what we want to plan and prepare for. So I've done the lines. So we haven't got the correction yet, but we're anticipating a correction over here, and then we should get a pullback. And the pullback normally, typically, if I can pull it up like this, bang. Again, once confirmed, we'll get more accurate information, but we should anticipate a pullback to either the 50% to the 78.6% retracement. I've done a retracement from this low to this high, and then this low to this high. And these are the two clusters that we get. I've also done a time analysis. This is 38%, this is 50% of this whole sequence all the way from here to here, over here. So anticipate 3 to maybe 4, maybe 5 weeks, 5-6 weeks of sideways to down. Normally it would occur something like this: movement to the downside, quarter wave A, some type of wave B, and then at least a third wave down to finish something like this. And then to anticipate what we've all been waiting for, patiently, right? Patiently been waiting for. Then it becomes really, really high probability that then Bitcoin will go on to hit that 6-figure Bitcoin, that $100,000 mark. We can do a price projection. It's speculation if I do the price projection, but we'll do it for the fun of it. If we measure this wave, we're calling this wave 1 over wave 3, and project it from this low over here, just gives us a bit of a ballpark figure as a minimum, which is over here. What does it say? $115,000 will be our typical next target, right? And there's going to be further upside targets. But rather than focusing on that right now, what we want to be focusing on is this zone here. Just be prepared, and don't panic if Bitcoin does go sideways to down, does a healthy correction, because this part of the market over here, this part here, has been a sprint, and now Bitcoin is out of breath, right? Out of breath. It needs a recovery phase. It needs a breather, and then it'll get ready for the next sprint. That's natural, good, healthy buying behavior. So there you have it, right? Because now you want to prepare for, IDOs, altcoins, anything that's young market cap that we want to go, right? We want to load our bags up now. So when it does really take off and money from Bitcoin flows into the altcoins and altcoins flow into the micro caps, everything is likely to just have some amazing upside movement. So this is where you want to do your proper risk management, have your exit strategies in play. You want to get ready to take profits, not too soon, but de-risk yourself in a way that works with you and your personality. Because in 2017, it was shown on the on-chain data, a lot of people made a lot of money on paper, but then they gave it back to the market because they didn't sell, right? And they held it right the way through the bear market. This time, if you experience that, and if you haven't experienced that before, learn from other people to go, right, ladder sell, have your risk-free position. So if you got $1,000 in a particular coin and it does a 5x, 500%, look to exit 20%, and then have your other targets as well. So you're acting like a professional. Right. Let's finish on a quote. Right. This is from chapter 8. It's Henry Ford. It says, "It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste." So hopefully all this time, especially since April to August, when the markets were a bit more bearish, you've been practicing, sharpening your axe, getting everything to pinpoint accuracy. And it's this last 20%, 3 to 6 months, where you're probably going to make the most money, but you want to be ready to take the action, see the opportunities, and act in a mechanical, objective, non-emotional manner. And you do that by writing your plan. So if you haven't already, take my free Elliott Wave and Fibonacci masterclasses in the link below. If you want premier access to my content, my private Telegram group, the people that join my course, buy my course, they're on a huge discount right now. It's booming right now. It's well over 100 people. It's gone to it's moving really, really fast, really cool, really great community. Thank you, by the way. We're on like 5,500 subscribers. We was on like what was it, 6 months ago? So I appreciate you. Keep learning, keep doing what you're doing, and I'll see you soon.